Hi, I'm Reverend Elizabeth Howell, and welcome to Psychic Sushi. Welcome, Brunswick. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate your loyal audience, and catch me also on the internet. And today I have a special guest, my dear friend and my good luck charm, Miss Judy Nekvinda, Medina Herb Lady. Thank you, Judy. Thanks for coming on today. I'm so excited. I love having you on, and I know that you are getting ready for a great big adventure. You're getting ready to move to Arizona. So I wanted to catch you and have you as a guest before you took off, because if you're an audience member or you've watched my show, you've had her on several times. She is the lady to go to for herbs, vitamins, and all things healthy. And last time you were on, you helped us learn about non-toxic weed killer. So I hope you all wrote down that recipe. But anyway, I tried it. It worked for the most part. But Judy's here to help us today. And the most important thing we want to talk about, it's spring, it's going to become summer, and we want to talk about skin, and we want to talk about skin health, right?
Right. First of all, I want to say I lived in Brunswick Hills for, almost 20 years. I almost said Pertner. Oh my gosh. 20 years. And what a great community. And I find that getting older, I have a more sense of community. And the subject we're going to talk about is affecting so many, it doesn't just affect older people. Skin or skin cancer or skin deterioration, or what I like to say is skin recovery. It affects everybody big time. And as we progress into our summer months here in Ohio, down in Arizona, it's already 80s. And yes, it's an adventure, but it's part of the life process. It's part of scaling down, taking better care of ourselves, having less. And between my husband and I, we want to have less, but do more. Right. So some of the things that I am starting to make sure I have in my arsenal is to make sure I have good skin recovery products, and I understand the difference between the sun up here in Brunswick and the sun down there in Arizona.
Oh yeah.
So
more intense.
More intense. But there are people out west, I will say, are more in tune to recovering from the weather and everything that's going on. Yeah. So let's get right into it.
Well, yeah, I've had several friends that have had skin cancer scares. And even I had a skin cancer scare. I had what they call precancerous on my cheek. And it was really scary to know that, I couldn't think why would this happen to me? I don't lay out. I don't, I wear sunscreen. I only thing I can think of is, I do work outside in the yard, but I wear a hat. I couldn't figure it out. I was just like, I don't even know why I got it, but it's becoming more and more prevalent, and especially anybody over 35, that skin cancer is becoming a real serious issue. And whether you are indoors or outdoors, it's a time to really focus in on preventative. What can you do? How can you recover?
Well, you're talking to a person that did have skin cancer. Early age of 15, went on an art tour with a bunch of artists in my high school, and went to Hawaii and really hurt my skin in Hawaii. And so I had a couple spots on my face, and had those removed, and just realized that laying out and putting my face in the sun anymore was not an option. So, but I have to say, before we begin here, her skin is so beautiful. And it's always been beautiful. But I know you take care of it. I know you take care of it. Okay, so some of the areas that we really want, the areas that don't see sun a lot, like here's something that we should always protect on children and ourselves when we're in the sun, is, believe it or not, your tips of your ears. Tips of your ears are someplace to really, really protect. So,
God, yeah. We had a neighbor that died from skin cancer, and it started on the tips of ears. Yeah. He was a farmer, never wore sunscreen, always just wore a hat. And hat was supposed to protect them.
How
but
about
it
our
never
guys?
did.
What do they
Yeah.
wear? They just wear their ball caps.
Right.
Boom. Okay. And the ears are sticking out. So, you know, when you're applying it to especially your younger children, and you also want to look for skin products that are paraben free. You have to really watch our skin products because
the toxins in
the
them.
sunscreens. That's what I'm talking about.
The sunscreen. Some of them are extremely toxic.
Right. So let's bring up something that I brought a little board today. There's a couple words on here we're going to learn. Okay. So the best vitamin. What is the best vitamin? I'm going to quiz you. Do you know the best vitamin you can take, put on your skin?
Vitamin E.
Close. But it is. We'll put this.
Okay.
We're going to
Vitamin A?
as we talk about this.
A or E? I thought it was A. I thought it was vitamin C. Okay, I was
Vitamin
close. A, B, C.
C. We don't want to know about these other words yet, but we're going to talk about vitamin C. You know, being an herbalist, being a vitamin person, being a nurse, okay? If someone said, Judy Nekvinda, we're going to put you on an island, you're only going to give you one vitamin, which one would you take?
Vitamin C.
I made it up, sound star. Vitamin C, overall, please do your homework. At least, now for children, they should be getting like a chewable, at least 250 milligrams. For us, 1,000 to 4,000 milligrams daily.
Daily. Wow.
Daily.
Some people say, well, that's too much.
Well,
But
you would.
You know, whatever your body doesn't take, it'll
just put out.
Put it out.
Okay, it's
Absolutely.
a water-soluble vitamin.
Yeah.
That's why we need it. And it gets stored in the tissues of our body. Stored in the tissues of our body. Stored in the tissues. Did I say it gets stored in the tissues of our body?
Yeah, you did. I think
Okay.
once or twice.
It gets stored in the tissues of your body, and as we need it, it takes. We use it. So we're not only using it for daily radicals that we breathe in, eat, whatever, stresses. Vitamin C is used up in so many ways. A wonderful, wonderful man named Linus Pauling. He's gone now, but he won a Nobel Prize for vitamin C. If you can look up any of his literature, read it. You will be like, oh, daily, never miss a vitamin C. And you'll know if you get too much or have too little. I mean, if you're too much, you get what they call, here's a nursing term, flagellant.
Oh.
Gassy. Or you'll go into runny, number 2. Anyhow, okay, another thing we want to talk about. Anyways, just want to read a little bit of a statistic, okay? That skin cancer, because I can't tell you enough, protect yourself, okay? Affects more people in the United States than any other form of cancer. Unfortunately, this book I'm reading from is about 4 or 5 years old. It's Prescription for Nutritional Healing,
which I tell everyone to get by Belch and Belch. Prescription for Nutritional Healing. It is probably one of the best and foremost books for anyone to get. If you're curious about vitamins, amino acids, diets, foods, whatever it is extremely important to have this in your arsenal. We're not saying don't go to the doctor, but we are saying let's educate yourself. Have a tool in your home to help you educate yourself on what is important to take, what you can take, what you shouldn't take. And this book is constantly renewed every year.
Yeah.
And it is.
And by Dr. Balch and Phyllis Balch, who is a CNC, clinical nutritionalist.
Right, but they're both doctors. I think they're both PhDs.
Yeah.
And they started this book like 25 years ago, and it's been the Bible for taking control of your life as far as preventative, taking herbs, taking vitamins, taking amino acids, watching what foods you're eating to help you prolong your life, to take control of what you're doing. And they are scientifically backed. This is not foo-foo fairy dust. This isn't just we think.
But
they
I like foo-foo fairy
do
dust.
testing, they do They watch
Oh yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
So that's why we say it's the Bible of nutritional supplements and such. And everyone goes to this. And I wish doctors would actually sit down and make it a class, or nurses. You know, my daughter just graduated from nursing school, and I'm so proud of her, but anytime I want to talk to her about herbs or vitamins, she just poo-poos me. And I'm like, you know, there's going to be a time when the regular medical community is going to have to wake up and sit down and go, we just can't throw magic pills at people because so many side effects
Right.
with the regular medication. We have to do preventative first. You know, we've got to get people healthy and do a few things, you know, like, but go ahead, read about the skincare.
Okay,
or
all right.
Cancer.
So, but you are right. You're very right, because I travel in both worlds, and that's why I think I'm also gravitating out west, because their ideas and about pharmaceutical versus herbal. Okay, wait a minute here. You know, let's
We're
talk.
not saying versus. They should really work.
They should work
hand.
together. Yeah. We don't live, but I'm saying truly, we don't live in a society anymore where you can, you know, unless you're living in the Himalayas or whatever, that you can really do just herbal.
Right.
You have to mix Western medicine with your herbals. And knowing a person, an herbalist, a true herbalist, we both are. We're certified. Okay.
She certified me.
Yes.
I took her class.
Yes.
And I was really glad I did.
And I went to school to be able to do that. So, anyways, let's get back to skin. Okay. Now, another thing is we want to talk about some supplementation that is really, really critical. Okay. It should be in your daily arsenal. I'm writing things down here. Okay. We're going to start now with this word up here. Okay. Hyaluronic acid. Everybody say hyaluronic acid. Okay. If you start from the top of your body down to the tips of your toes, you have hyaluronic acid. It's what plumps your lips. It's what keeps your eyeballs in your socket. Everything. It's
the eyes are like 99% hyaluronic acid.
It's everything. It's the tissues. It's everything that you need to function in your body. And unfortunately, at about the age 33, right then and there, boom, right when 33 it stops. No, if you're not, eating some type of good diet, okay, and if you're not supplementing some way, you're probably losing it sooner. People that work out a lot and you use a lot of this. We're only given so much of it, and then it starts to diminish.
Yeah, that's why babies are so plump and they're so cute and stuff, because they're full of hyaluronic acid.
Yes.
They're plump, right?
Yeah.
And then as you grow older, that amount in your body slowly starts to fade and get used up.
Oh, so all this plumpness isn't hyaluronic yet?
No. But we're not plump like babies, But we want to be.
Yeah.
We want to be, because that.
Yeah, so we're pushing that part. All right, so we're still talking about hyaluronic acid. Now, it isn't. It is, if it's a word you have to be hearing. You have to be hearing it on any skin commercial. You have to be hearing it on any. It is now the product of choice for also joint supplementation, which is now some of the people that were so calcium. Now my literature from Dr. Whitaker and some other wonderful newsletters that I get, it's all about hyaluronic acid with collagen. So, but whoever you are, Elizabeth and I have found out that, I have so much to say, that it isn't, it's a certain type of collagen.
Type 2.
Type 2. And in our lives, we are fortunate enough to come upon people, and wonderful people come into your lives and they give you little bits of information, and you have to realize you either listen to it and do something about it because they're talking to you. And we are so fortunate that we actually had somebody come into our lives and tell us about these two things, because I was suffering with some shoulder, and I was suffering with some knee, but anyways, the side effect of taking hyaluronic acid and collagen type 2 is your skin becomes plumper, and your eyes and places that we were starting to age and do things with.
Deep line wrinkles and tissue.
Yeah, which are hereditary in my family on my father's side, but still I'd like to do something about it. But so start really focusing on listening to information about hyaluronic acid and collagen 2. I did bring, I'm just going to hold this up. I'm not promoting this, but I'm saying magazines, chewable collagen. Well, the collagen that we have been experiencing actually gets formulated and into when you drink it, gets into our tissues of our mouth. So it only helps our gums, the skin in our mouth, the skin around our lips. So, it's coming out everywhere. I'm amazed. I don't even say any type of big advertising. They really hooked onto it. But it's all not the same.
No, it's like apples and oranges comparing.
Yeah.
The collagen, a lot of collagen that they are producing, bone broth is considered a collagen product. People are pushing the bone broth. A majority of it is too molecularly heavy for your body to accept and absorb. So you do have to watch the type of collagens you're taking and paying for, because there are people pay huge amounts of money for like powdered collagen, and your body is not absorbing it. It's just basically doing a little bit of digestion, and it's right back out of you.
Kind of like some of your basic vitamins.
So it can be a waste of your money to do something in that nature.
Right. And also I have been a true advocate if you get what you pay for. Okay? If you want to go and get bottom basement, I can get 4 bottles of collagen for what you're talking about at such and such a store. Okay? Well, you're going to have to take all 4 of those to get what you're going to get in 1 bottle of something else. So do your homework. Call call people, talk to people, whatever. Anyways, this is what really got me started about talking about skin with Elizabeth and really making people aware of things. This is an interesting article. Can you read the top of the article?
How to accelerate skin aging. So in other words, what are the bad things to do to make you look older? Yeah. I see the number 1 is cigarettes.
All right, yes. So here,
cigarette smokers.
Women who smoke cigarettes prematurely age their faces by about 10 years. A mechanism of tobacco includes skin aging will impair collagen synthesis. Tobacco also stimulates enzymes that degrade skin collagen. Yeah. It isn't, it's our environment. Everything attacking us, okay? And we hit it right face first. Here's when I look at somebody that is still smoking, because it's proven, you smoke, you get cancer.
Yeah.
People that come to me and they want to get healthy, if they're smoking, I said, first thing we have to do is we have to give you great energy to help you quit. So, first thing, do something so powerful for yourself that,
And by the way, I do stop smoking hypnosis.
there you go.
And it's highly successful. It is 100% successful, because if you're 100% committed to stop smoking, you have 100% success rate.
Yeah.
So you know. And I think it's very important. I tell people, if you stop smoking, the first thing in the first 2 months, your skin looks better. You have more energy, and it's because the tars and nicotines also, you're smoking, it goes onto your outside of your skin, your pores.
Every cell of your body.
Yeah.
When my husband, I can't remember, maybe it's been now many years ago, we got him to quit smoking. And believe me, there was a point, I think I would have bought him a carton of cigarettes, said, just eat them. Because I was like, just do it. Because all of us were going through it with him. We were all going through it with him. One of the best things, I could say peppermint oil. He literally put it on like a rolled piece of cotton and would like put in his mouth and just, because it would give him that, maybe peppermint oil and foot detoxing baths. We did those on here Remember?
Yeah, we did. We should
Yeah,
a foot detox.
You have to detox. You have to detox your body. But also just before, okay, another proven way to destroy collagen, we don't want to do it, is ultraviolet radiation. It be from sun or tanning beds.
Tanning beds.
Oh, let's don't go there.
No.
I'm going to the biggest tanning bed in the world, and believe me, I'll have lots of stuff. Anyways, okay, so of course, what do they say? This magazine promotes vitamin C.
Okay.
Okay, and some other stuff. But I just thought, isn't that interesting that they would have an article, how to accelerate skin aging? And I was like, what? You know, because everything you should be seeing is how to protect yourself.
Yeah.
And so that brings about some other supplements, okay, that you could be taking. Too bad we don't have a call in, because I'd like to find out what else could you be taking, okay?
What else can you be taking?
What else could you be taking? You mentioned one of them.
Vitamin E.
Vitamin E.
I love
Now
that.
you also, if you can get a vitamin E supplement, you also want it with selenium.
Oh, selenium.
Okay, and selenium is also paired with CoQ10.
Oh, CQ10. I take that every day. I do.
Yeah, heart.
Love it. CQ10.
Skin. Okay,
100 milligrams a day.
yeah. So vitamin E, selenium, and CoQ10 are. Let's talk a little bit about that.
All right.
Vitamin E. Okay. Oh, we're gonna rip this. Maybe away from my microphone. Oh, we'll just put it back here.
Yeah, pull it back. Do you want me to hold that for you?
No, I got
Okay.
it. Vitamin, there's another one. You don't ever want to be without vitamin E, at least 400, I think it's micrograms. And then you could take up to 18, but again, you would take it because it will thin the blood,
It will.
okay?
And you have to stop taking it before surgery, 2 weeks before surgery.
Yeah, most doctors are
Yeah.
on board with do your supplementation in a certain way. So, but the selenium hooked up with the CoQ10, which CoQ10 is another brain, heart, skin. I can't, there's just some supplements I will never ever be without, okay?
It's amazing. It's an oxygenator. It helps your body transfer oxygen into the cells. And so it's amazing because it helps with regeneration as well. And they've actually proven now that it does help the circulatory system and protect the heart, literally protecting the heart from damage.
Right.
If you are prone to, let's say in your family, heart attacks, heart disease, maybe you are naturally, that's something that naturally seems to be prone in your family, that it can really help protect your heart. It may not stop, we can't say it stops or it cures, but it is something that has been known to help generously, and I take it. I advocate that. It's just, maybe that's why I've been taking CQ10 since I've been 18. Yeah.
Just the other day you started.
No. Yeah, just last week.
Yeah, just last week. Yeah. All right, now there's another one we want you to be aware of. Okay. Can you guess? A, B, C.
Vitamin D, absolutely, vitamin D.
But yeah, vitamin D or D3.
D3.
Okay,
Vitamin
D3. Okay, because I can't do this upside down, so we're going to
And
write.
vitamin K.
Yep. Well, let's just stay with this part of the
Okay,
alphabet.
vitamin D.
All right, because D is everything. D is bones. D is skin. What is it? Oh, what do they want? How do they want you to get your vitamin D now? Go out in the sun.
No.
No. But, but also it is a big immune.
Yes.
Yeah, IMMUNE.
They're now even linking lack of vitamin D to allergies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you got your vitamin E, your vitamin D, also vitamin A. We forgot the beginning of the alphabet, but vitamin
A.
Vitamin A.
Yeah.
It's an antioxidant, kills free radicals. What else? I brought out my things that I was saying I was going to take here. Okay. Oh, that's just a multiple.
Okay.
Vitamin A and D. Oh, here's D3.
D3.
Oh, there's selenium. Oh, there's
Selenium is
CoQ10.
one I have
Oh,
not, but you've got a combination. This is nice. There's a combination here. I don't do selenium. Maybe I should start doing selenium.
selenium and CoQ10.
Yeah.
I'll give you an article on that.
Okay.
Okay. I'm also going to talk about some oils that you can mix into your day if you like. If you're putting, using some protective face creams or whatever. Let's just talk about it. Lavender.
Oh.
I mean, lavender and geranium. Well,
Geranium.
I have talked to you. You get a burn, you burn your skin. You burn your skin. You better have bottles of lavender around. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be your first line of defense. It has to be done within the first 24 hours of a burn.
Okay.
But if you burn, you just, first of the thing, nurses say first, cool the burn. Cool the burn. I just did my CPR on the first day. You cool the burn, pat it dry, okay? Then douse it with lavender oil, a good lavender oil. Mm-hmm. Don't skimp on that. Then another one that you can be putting into your products to just safeguard your skin against any kind of free radical or whatever is geranium. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
can't zoom in, but there's geranium.
Yeah, geranium. I just put them in there because I thought I'll remember to talk about them.
So get a little bowl, squirt your stuff in
there,
put a
just
couple
pat,
drops.
yeah, just a couple drops.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom every day. And of course everybody says, wow, you smell good. You smell good. I'm like, yeah.
That's better than you smell bad.
Yeah, really? Okay. All right, what else do we want to talk about? Okay, so I'm kind of going through here. Of course, vitamin C, vitamin E. Oh, things like certain things, we could call superfruits, okay? Pomegranates.
Pomegranate. Akasi.
Yeah.
Berry. Blueberry.
Blueberries.
Yeah,
right now, I don't know what I'd do without a blueberry.
Blueberries.
Every day. I've been drinking, doing shakes, smoothies. Or as my granddaughter would say,
all the different
smoothies.
They have it.
Yes. Okay, here we go. There's apple juice, type 2, strawberry.
Strawberries, yep.
Mangosteen,
yes. Akasi, mangosteen.
Is there echo in here? Oh,
yeah.
Blueberry, cranberry. What else? I need better glasses. More MacuGuard. Lycium. Am I saying that?
Yeah.
Pear. Just some of the power.
The power fruits.
The power fruits. Okay, vitamin A. I know there was one more. CoQ10. Zinc is always great. Not a biggie for skin, but these, okay, let's talk a little bit more about selenium. I just found it. A powerful free radical scavenger, and it protects against the UV rays. That's why I wanted it. Selenium. Okay, that's your vitamin E with selenium. Again, the selenium also taken with the CoQ10 oxygenates the blood and the cells, and nothing can grow in a body that is full of oxygen. That was what I learned about CoQ10. So it keeps the oxygen, and then also it helps with mitochondria efficiency, which are the little powerhouses of the cell. So, it's all about, as we age or progress, I can't tell you. I can remember people, I want more energy, I want more energy, I want more energy. I want more energy.
and as we were just talking, sugar is a big culprit for robbing energy out of your body. Refined white sugar.
Yeah.
Not the natural complex sugars, but the refined. So, and it's so insidious. That's what's going on in the United States. And we've talked about it on several other shows. Mm-hmm. But, there was I just saw a study where from a certain fast food chain, a regular hamburger and a small fry 10 years ago was 300 calories less. The exact same food, same weight, But now when they sell it, it has 300 more calories in that combination than it did because they're adding more salt and more sugar for taste to make people come back. But it's that refined white sugar that is snuck into what you think is just kind of a normal lunch. It's added. They keep adding it at restaurants and at places because they say it's for taste to make people come back. But this sugar, this refined white sugar, is attacking your body and creating all kinds of problems, less oxygenation, attacking your
pain,
and pain, inflammation.
Yeah, so inflammation. Yeah, we could do a whole show on inflammation. That is the body's defense in telling you that something is going wrong, something is starting to happen.
Yeah.
When you have, it is. I've talked about that for years. It's all about inflammation.
Yeah.
And but we'll talk.
Yeah.
I was talking to Elizabeth as I came in today, and this is my second week with no sugar and no carbohydrates.
And you feel better.
I have the energy.
Yeah, the energy comes back. It robs you of your energy. And even if you're not, and this is not even talking about being diabetic, this is just talking about overall the body function it's.
But also I was going to say, when you eat these type of products, or when you eat those things, they also affect your skin.
They do.
Tell a teenager to stop drinking pop. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say I learned that so long ago. I never gave my children pop ever.
Yeah, no.
I said, but you go to a party if they serve it. I'll tell you, it was 3 or 4 days before my kids would come down from drinking a can of pop.
Right, because there's 27 teaspoons of sugar in 1 can of pop.
I just saw something again.
So watching
how to clean tools or something. Put some pop, or I don't want to say the product name. Wow, it cleaned the grease right off those tools.
But with skin cancer now today too, we have to remember, we have to avoid tanning beds. And even though people still do that, it is highly recommended to stay away from the tanning beds because just basically they are you're more saturated with the UV. And also, watching your time outside. I now do gardening with a big straw hat and long sleeves, even if it's 100 degrees, and I still have problems. Like I got to watch protecting my chest area because I have a lot of damage right here. And my skin doctor was like, you've got to wear higher shirts. I'm like, what, a turtleneck? Like what? But over the time period, over and over again, on my shoulders and my chest doing gardening, even if I had a hat on, it was still getting exposed. So now I have to be extremely careful.
Yes. Okay, so another thing we want to talk about with skin is type of rashes. Because this area of your body, your skin, is literally the largest organ of your body. Okay? So when you start to notice things like a little, they could be a food or a drug allergy. What do we want to talk about? My daughter was just talking about this.
Eczema and rashes, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, those, you need to talk to somebody holistically, We'll just take my dog, for instance. I rescued a dog, and she came with some skin problems. And took her to the vet, and the vet said, we're just going to put her on the steroid. Ooh, you don't tell steroid to an herbalist. It's like, no. I'm in my side. I'm going, I want to respect you. I love you. I love you, vet, But we don't do steroids in our family, ever. Well, only if they're really needed. So took it home and really struggled, but ended up giving her a liver supplement and then putting on her a really good vitamin. She is still itchy and scratchy.
You put her on the PET?
The PET, I have her on a PET formula.
Okay, collagen
which is
for PET.
Collagen for PET.
Yeah.
And then I also supplement her with a little better liver thing because I don't know the beginning of her life. And wow, hair came back, and there's not so much itchy and scratchy. Ooh, our time was just 2.
That's time for me.
Yeah. Anyhow, some other things. My daughter just said, but we won't talk about that in Arizona. Somebody just came down with measles.
No.
Ringworm.
Oh yeah, ringworm.
Let's talk about ringworm because ringworm, small, itchy, round red spots that grow to be approximately 1/4 of an inch in diameter with scaly, slightly raised borders. They tend to clear in the center as they expand. Tea tree oil.
Okay.
Okay. That's just want to tell people, boy, you get ringworm, you suspect it, you go. You want to really start with some and cover it. Put the tea tree oil and cover it. That's something I know that I help it.
Oh yeah, because and that comes from like a dog could lick you, or something that I've actually been told it comes from like dogs licking you. If you are susceptible to skin allergies, if you're susceptible to allergies, and then the dogs carry the fungus or whatever, and then when they lick you, it can get on your skin.
So make sure you know who's licking you.
Yeah. It's just only friends lick you.
Another thing, I will only touch a little bit about seborrhea and psoriasis. They're deficiencies in your system, and you might want to. This is the one time I said you might want to start with a pharmaceutical, but then as you get it to controllable areas, you need to see an herbalist. You need to see somebody holistically that knows about skin. So sometimes those are deficiencies that go back way onto your DNA.
Right.
So you need to talk about that or whatever. Another one, skin, that's really affecting some of our older community, but it is affecting some younger people. Shingles.
Oh.
It never used to be around. But so shingles are crops of tiny blisters that are extremely painful and sensitive to the touch that eventually crust, scab, and are shed. Most common in the abdomen, below the ribs, and it can occur anywhere. A lot of people get them, some people get them on the back.
Oh,
okay?
I've seen that, yeah.
May precede and accompany a flu-like symptom or chills, fevers, and achiness. Again,
and that's for us older people. It can, if you're older, like 85 or something, it could actually kill you. It could actually kill you. I mean, there have been people known to have died from shingles, and that's supposedly isn't a variation of the chicken pox.
Yes.
So, but it's like if you got a vaccination for chicken pox, or you had the chicken pox when you're younger, it lays dormant in your body, and then due to weakened immune system, the shingles like erupts out of nowhere.
Right. So
it's really scary.
Yeah. Because we don't even want to talk about vaccinations, and we think they all work. So
well, sometimes, but it worked in one way, and yet,
another,
so there's a lot of, we're still as a medical community, even though we have to give this, it's still young for medical community. When you think about we've been practicing medicine, as we know, Western medicine is less than 100 years old. Yeah. I mean, it's not, it's
200 years ago. Plus
maybe
Chinese herbs
Chinese
were
2000.
doing everything. We're doing everything.
So I mean, the Western medical community is still new. It's still young. It's still trying to figure out things based on the allopathic systems. So we have to give doctors the benefit of the doubt that in the chemistries and the pharmaceuticals. I know that's a bad word, pharmaceuticals, but I think all medicine and even herbs are considered pharmaceuticals. I think, when you think about medicine, it started with herbs. Let's go,
valerian.
Valerium.
It turns into Valium.
I mean, so aspirin was white willow. I mean, these are just basics that a lot of the, now though, the chemistry and the research is, deconstructing and changing things so much. But, so we always say, not only mind, body, spirit, but using both systems to get the balance.
Yes, incorporating both Western and herbal medicines. Not even herbal, I would say herbal medicines, that's not wrong. I should never say that. But incorporating them both.
Herbs, amino acids, vitamins, the holistic approach.
It's been, if you are in a critical situation, there's nothing, our medicines, our doctors and everything, we don't want to, but I'm saying, but you really need to start focusing on someone out there that can help you understand.
Yeah.
And and you listen to people, and you take what you want, and you let go of the rest. What you take kind of like this show today. If you're tuning in today, it's because you need to hear something, and not all of it, but maybe something that is happening for today. Anyways, just going back to shingles, again, a good way to prevent it is by, I will say, where we have that D3, make sure you're taking enough D3, vitamin A, and keeping your immune system in top peak, which is watching your diet and really understanding what the things that you on a daily basis do. It's too stress too.
Stress and sleep.
Oh, sleep.
Sleep.
Sleep helps you lose weight. If you don't get enough sleep, you can't lose weight. I just read a big thing about that. I also read about if you could try to go to bed 15 minutes earlier every night, even if it's a struggle for you for those 15 minutes, you're laying, you're decompressing.
Yep.
Okay. No longer are the nights that you should stay up really late. Elizabeth, is this a text at 10 o'clock at night? I'm supposed to be up at 10 to 6,
I sometimes, I've learned that over the course of the years. I hit a certain age, and I now go to bed a little earlier. What can I say? I think it's important. I used to, stay up all night.
Yeah.
I was a night owl. I would be the afternoon
Looking
shift person.
What did you think about this, Judy? I said, well, at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm not thinking about anything except how I'm going to talk to you in the morning. Oh, boy.
Well, but I'll have to say, and I want to give Judy the benefit of this, and I'll share this story so that, Judy, when I was really ill and I had major medical condition, and I had been hospitalized for a ruptured bowel. And I was taping this show, actually. It was the show I taped for the Kent Theater Ghost Walk. So that tells you was a while ago.
Yeah.
But they hospitalized me, and I said, no, I have to go tape a show. Bye-bye. And first person I called was Judy.
You're so important.
And I called her and I said, Judy, I think I'm dying. I'm coming over. I need your help. And she was like, okay, come on over. I stopped over and she mixed me this batch of tea. She started throwing all these herbs together, these tea bags together. She said, drink this and take these, but drink this. It's going to not taste good, but I will tell you this will help you. And I took a sip of the tea, and it was like licking the bottom of a lake, but I got through it. I drank that tea. I drank the whole 2 or 3 pots I was supposed to drink, plus another 2 or 3 teas. And those were tasty, though. Those had like red clover and all that good stuff.
Anything with red clover.
But I drank that tea, and I went on to tape the show and went on to go another year. I ended up having abdominal surgery. They took out 14 inches of bowel. The doctor looked at it, did pathology on the bowel. He said, your bowel had ruptured, but somehow it managed to heal. I haven't seen that in all my practice, but it's not unheard of. But it's pretty interesting that your bowel healed. He said, of course, it was still necrotic and we still had to take it out. But he said, yeah, it was very interesting. And I went, because I went and drank a lake tea, mud tea, for 3 days, and it healed, and I was very fortunate. And I, to this day, I'm stubborn, and I'm stupid, and I should have listened to the doctors and stayed into the hospital and had surgery then. So I can't say that, it's on me, but, when you're in the middle of a health crisis, sometimes you just don't always make good choices, but I think I made a good choice, because had I not gone and drank that tea, I want to say. So it was Judy, and it's Judy's fault. I'm still here. It's Judy's fault.
No.
I want to blame her.
I just want to say, being in early years of being an herbalist and learning herbalism, you like when this happens, you're like, oh, let's do this. We could do that. We could do this, and oh, this will do this. And when it works, you're like,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah.
The power of plants and the power of the knowledge how to use those plants.
Yeah.
But it is a lot of knowledge. It is a lot of knowledge, and it has to be given out in small increments, especially when you're just learning or when you're just trying. I think what I have aged with is that you need to understand what's going on in yourself, and you have to make that decision on how to be better. And I think one of the, like getting back to this, I think this is what I wanted to tell her. I said, let's talk about skin. I said, because your skin will tell you everything.
Yeah.
Your skin, it's like, oh, it'll get all prickly, or I got a rash, or something will happen, and your body's working. It's not all about suppressing or, putting a mask on it or suppressing it. Sometimes you have to let it come out, okay? And it's been a journey.
Yeah.
It's been a real journey. I'm looking forward to a place, but I have to say, I was watching the news, and we have a dispensary getting ready to open up. A medical marijuana dispensary is getting ready to open up.
Well, where?
I don't know. I didn't get where.
No,
somewhere in
Ohio.
Ohio.
I think they're already opened. I think there's one in Lakewood. There's one in Akron. There's one in Columbus. There's kind of a different
that's
areas.
another thing you also need to
The
understand.
oil, the CBD oil is not THC, does not have the high to it, but CBD oil, which is now illegal, is wonderfully, it's good for aches, pains, joints, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So an oil and skin, for skin cancer.
Yeah. But what I wanted to say is, people need to really, really look at what is happening, okay, and understand a true herb or a product.
Yeah, and we want to talk about this just for a second. So I'll turn the bottle around, but this is a liquid collagen product, and I've been on it for 5 years.
4. I've been on it.
And I convinced her to get on it. I started this product 5 years ago. I also have an autoimmune disease. Now, I can't say this cures, helps, or changes anything, but the autoimmune disease that I have is very similar to rheumatoid arthritis. It's very similar to degenerative spine. My body is basically attacks its own collagen. My body has high levels of hydrolytes, which actually attacks all the collagen in my body, rarely, strangely enough, right? So in my family, this autoimmune disease, our body basically starts eating the collagen that holds the bones together, that holds everything. And so this is at the tail end of having Judy heal me from the internal issue. And basically I had what they call abdominal scar tissues, tons of it, cutting into the bowel.
Right.
So the scar tissue was part of the offset of the autoimmune disease, which the doctor said, at this point, there's really nothing we can do for you, which was really kind of disappointing to hear. But I had talked to someone and said, hey, there's this liquid collagen product, try it, just try it. And I was like, I'm an herbalist. Nah. There's no such thing because collagen is too heavy. Your body just doesn't absorb it. I know that.
Yeah.
They said, no, this is different. And it is different. It is actually patent. It has 7 patents and it's got
we can actually say there's nothing in the world like it.
Nothing in the world like it.
Nothing. There's nothing that's what I said. Like I told you, it's the 2 words I told you about, hyaluronic acid and collagen 2. These are words when you hear them on a commercial or you'll see an article in a magazine. Start educating yourself about that because it's what's happening in our. It's scientifically proven. This is another thing. This
37 clinical studies.
Yeah, the science of what is happening to take care of our bodies. Again, sun care, skin, body care. Well, it's all in this bottle, but I won't say more. I cannot tell you enough that this is the things
Yeah.
you need to be educating on yourself. And again, if you're tuning in late, or you just got into it, we really want you. Well, always vitamin C.
Always vitamin C and vitamin D.
Yeah, before, because you were getting down lower, hyaluronic acid and collagen too. Start learning about this, people, because if as we age, or even middle age, or what, these are some things that not only are going to help your skin, they're going to help your total body.
Yeah.
Total body.
Help with, just rebuilding. They said not rebuilding, but your body starts to regenerate. It plumps up. It
Right.
feels good.
Every 7 years.
Yeah, that's true. We regenerate every 7 years.
We
Isn't that
regenerate.
amazing? Our whole bodies, every 7 years, you shed from the inside out every cell that it makes you who you are. So after 7 years, you're a totally brand new person. So it takes basically 7 years to regenerate properly every cell. So if your cells want to be healthy, but we don't give them enough nutrition and building blocks to recreate in a healthy manner. So if you do that, if you supplement, it's not, this is a truth. If you supplement and take care of yourself, after 7 years, whatever dis-ease, or just as an ease, a problem, not saying disease, but dis-ease, you can regenerate.
Yes.
And you can become healthy, and you can eliminate that, or
Right.
at least
Yeah,
put it on the back burner.
Yes. Yeah, well, and as the body and you progress, as you progress on our track to a different part of your life, it is all about less disease.
Yeah.
It's all about
Instead of more.
I'm happy to say, whew, I don't take any pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, you don't.
No, I don't take any
No, she
pharmaceuticals.
doesn't. That's the
I mean,
truth.
I actually haven't been to I've been to a doctor when I've had blood tests and stuff like that, but they actually haven't said, oh, due to this,
Right.
here's something we recommend, or you really need to start taking this.
And we're both at the age where, our friends are having problem after problem. Like I said, I had a friend who had skin cancer. She had part of her nose taken off, she's having skin grafts now because they had to take all that off. And she's my age, and it was scary. And, it's no fun. It's no fun to go through that. So,
take care
now
of
is,
yourself.
if you're a young person out there, pay attention. No tanning beds. Stop smoking. If you're a smoker out there, stop smoking. We can help you. I can help you.
I'm gonna hypnotize you.
I can do that. Or there's the chance. You may go to your doctor and take whatever pharmaceutical you need to help you get through that. I mean, whatever it takes, get through it. Take chewing gum. I mean, I tell people chew gum, but that's an old one. But
Yeah.
but take more control. Take more control and
Recover. I think the thing is, even as we go through life and we, we have skin cancer, or we have something, it's all about recovering. That's the one thing I'm noticing too with my life is, and I'm like, okay, you're 61. You realize I don't recover in 3 days. I recover in a week.
yeah.
Okay, if I hurt something, or I have, lifting or whatever, or just it takes longer to recover. But I'm taking my vitamin C, and I'm taking my supplementation. I'm remembering how my diet should be, and I'm recovering faster, but still it takes more time.
Yeah.
Everything, so all I can say is, we're in a world where you really need to be responsible for yourself.
Yeah, and detoxing the skin really quick. A good quick skin detox, not only the foot bath, but Epsom salt baths.
Oh yes,
Once a week with lavender.
Yeah.
What else? I can't remember goes into the bath.
Depending on a regular sized bathtub, okay, you need to at least 1 to 2 cups, maybe a little more, of Epsom salts. You also can throw some baking powder, baking soda. So not baking powder, baking soda. Okay, if you want a little more sea salt in there, and if you're so stressed, okay, and you need to detox, a couple drops of lavender.
That's it.
Okay.
And that pulls toxins out of your skin. Like, let's say you work in a factory and you're exposed to petroleum chemicals or stuff like that, and you feel that these might be getting into your skin, that you take this detox, it helps pull it out the top surface of your skin, and that's also purifying and helping you out.
And also de-stresses. We don't understand. Yeah, I mean, we know what stress does. Come on.
Right.
You know?
Well, Judy, we want to know how to get hold of you. So how do people get hold of you, Judy? Because I have you on my cell phone.
Take my arm and just give me a good tug.
Well, before you move, and she won't be moving real soon, but you'll be able to get hold of her. What's your email address?
Email address, okay, LP, like in Paul, and my last name, which is Nekvinda. Nekvinda @gmail.com. Okay.
All right.
You have to email me.
You don't have a website, do you?
I did, but we don't do that anymore. Okay.
She
It just
did,
gets
but she
so
doesn't.
full. I do. I have it's herblady at AOL.com. It must have 100 million, but it's nobody asking questions.
It's called delete.
Delete,
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 delete, delete. Yeah, or the little garbage can up there. Boom, boom.
But anyway,
I'll be settling in the AZ area there, Arizona, and
Do you have a business line? I thought you used to have a business line.
I don't have a business line anymore. It's gone.
Okay.
So you'd have to email me at lpnekvinda at gmail.com, and then we'll give out a telephone number then.
All right, awesome.
So, but again, I love my life in Ohio, and I love living in Brunswick.
Yeah.
So,
well, she'll miss it, and I'll go down and visit her.
yes, yeah. Oh,
I'll go down to
I'm gonna find
Arizona.
out. I'm gonna find out if there's a television station down there.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Bring
Awesome.
Psychic Sushi for a visit.
Oh, that'd be good.
Okay.
Well, Judy, I thank you so much for all the years that you've come on and shared your knowledge and shared everything, and hopefully some people have gained some help.
Oh, be careful! It's spring, everybody. It's spring. Please be careful with with driving. All our little animals are waking up. Okay, be careful. Drive slow.
Okay. Well, drive slow, people. Well, thank you again for tuning in to Psychic Sushi. I want to thank the Brunswick BAT station, and just tune in again.